How's the cookie? You wanna know? It's the Oreo Review Show.
Oh, sup? It's been a minute, but I'm back. It's the Oreo Review Show. Thanks for watching. Let me give you a little bit of a history lesson. Circa October-ish 2019, you may recall that the Oreo company, you know, the Nabisco people, they put out a little contest, a little promotional item for funsies and for munsies. A brand new mystery Oreo was released, and it was put upon the people of this grand earth to decipher just what the flavor was. I myself was up to the task. I took it on in a whole video. You can watch it. It's very popular, and a lot of people who saw that video agreed with and supported me in my decisions and opinions, etc. Well, that contest ended on November 19th, and it took them like 2 or 3 weeks to actually then give us the answer. I don't know what they were doing over there. Maybe we can talk about that a little bit later. What's important is that they finally released the official answer to the problem, the solution to the mystery. Case closed, they said. The mystery is solved, they said. And the mystery Oreo flavor is churro. Nice work, super sleuths, posted Oreo on their Instagram account. And as noted on their website, the winner of the mystery Oreo sweepstakes has been notified directly. Now that you know the flavor, keep enjoying the great taste of our mystery Oreo. Well, that's one thing I won't be doing because I will never purchase those dog shit cookies ever again in my life. I tasted them once and that was enough for me. Now, if you watched my other video, then you know that my guess was incorrect. Or was it? Certainly that's what Nabisco would have you believe. Churro, they said. Churro. You all know what a churro is, but if you don't, I'll fill you in. A churro is a fried dough pastry, traditional in Spain and Portugal, from where they originate, as well as the Philippines and Ibero-America. They're also consumed in the southwestern United States, France, and other areas that have received immigration from Spanish, Portuguese-speaking countries. In Spain, churros can either be thin, and sometimes knotted, or long and thick, where they are known as porras in some regions. They are normally eaten for breakfast. If you're like me and you don't live in any of those places, then you primarily see churros at a state fair or maybe at a taco restaurant, perhaps at Disneyland. And supposedly, allegedly, churro is the flavor they were going for in these mystery Oreos. Well, I don't think so. I'm not going to let you get away with this. I have reason to believe that Nabisco is being untruthful as to the flavor of their mystery Oreo, and I'm going to make my case to you right now, following 3 important pieces of evidence. Exhibit A! They don't taste like churros. I tasted the Oreos. I put them in my mouth. My tongue's taste buds crawled all over that cream. And I'm gonna hint a churro in there. For one thing, there was no cinnamon. I've heard people say this. Oh, it tastes like cinnamon. It didn't taste like cinnamon. Have you tasted cinnamon? It's not a hard flavor to get right. If you eat something with cinnamon, you probably know right off the bat. It kind of just whoosh, hits you. It's very obvious. It's not a subtle flavor. I ate the goddamn cookies. I didn't taste any goddamn cinnamon. I tasted oatmeal. Sure, you could put some cinnamon in your oatmeal. Might improve it. But it's certainly not inherent to the recipe, to the makeup of the thing. And once again, in this case, there was no cinnamon. But beyond that, it simply didn't taste like a churro, cinnamon, or no. And in this case, it's or no. Exhibit B! The clues didn't make any sense. They were misleading, vague, and bad. I don't have time to go into all 8 of the clues that they released over a period of 8 excruciating weeks. But if you'll recall, several of them had to do with things like goats and mountains. Obviously, goat was meant to give an indication that these were somehow flavored with oats. Oat coming from goat. That much to me and everyone in the world was very, very clear. And to go against that logic is profoundly stupid. One of the clues said that the flavor's origin went well with chocolate and Exhibit B.5. Churros don't go with chocolate. You don't put chocolate on a churro. I've never seen it. No one's seen it. Anyone who says they've had a churro with chocolate is lying. Or another possibility, Mandela effect. Maybe you come from another dimension in which churros and chocolate go together, like peanut butter and chocolate and churros, but they don't. Those two things have never been put together. If you think that they have, you have proof that they have, you're either lying, an idiot, or from another dimension. Exhibit C! And this is really the most damning evidence of them all. Think back to that announcement and how they let that land. The winner of the Mystery Oreo sweepstakes has been notified directly. What's strange about that? I'd say it's the fact that we don't know who it is. Theoretically, someone out there entered the correct answer to the flavor contest and was then randomly chosen. Well, if it's that simple, then let's go over a few things. Why did it take so long for them to find the winner? A computer system on the internet, you're telling me that it can't read through a few 100,000 entries, figure out who wrote the correct answer, and then pick a person randomly? That should take minutes. It took them weeks to finally disclose the answer to this question. Ludicrous. And have you ever heard of a competition in which the winner wasn't named? That doesn't make any sense. The whole point of the contest is to win fame, fortune, and glory. Why do you think I entered? For those 3 reasons, and that's why anyone would have. To not bring this person forward is illogical. There's no explanation for it. Well, I can think of one explanation, which is, they don't exist? Or if they do exist, they're in league with Big Nabisco. So I want to know, who's the cookie namer? Have the cookie namer come forward. If the cookie namer has nothing to hide, then they should be happy about this. They should be out in the streets yelling from the rooftops, I did it! I named the cookie! This is a megaphone! Even if Nabisco didn't want to name the cookie namer based on some privacy excuse or something like that, it would have come out by now. They would have been posting on social media. You'd be hearing about the local town hero who became rich off his Oreo cookie guess. So they didn't exist, or it was someone within the company who was a plant because they knew that no one would guess the cookie because the cookie flavor is a lie. So why did they do it? Why go to all this trouble, put this contest together, if they're just going to lie to us? Obviously, because they're ashamed. Ashamed of what? Of their poor skills at making and producing cookies and the flavors therein. It's no secret that Oreos don't always taste like the thing they're supposed to taste like, and in such cases as they do, generally they are still gross. We've seen it time and time again with their cookies, how they're all, mostly not good besides the original ones, what I would say are the only good ones. Nabisco knew they couldn't win with this because no matter what flavor they put out, it would be bad and a pale imitation of its inspiration. They laid the foundation, went beyond their station, and they lied to this nation. Rhymes are true. Now I'm sure there are some of you who are saying, oh, Oreo review show just bitter because they couldn't guess the flavor. I watched their video and they were wrong. Well, here's the thing. I'm not alone in this. I dare you to go and find me one example of someone who, in honest, sincere, good faith, named churro as their guess for the flavor. That person doesn't exist. I saw a handful of sarcastic churro guesses, the kind of guesses that are like, well, I know what it's not, churro. And we all knew that that was the joke. We all laughed together. No one actually thought that was serious. But then obviously some clown at Nabisco took notice and said, that's it. That's our ticket out of here. That's how we beat these suckers. And it seems like the rest of the world is just going to let them get away with it. We need to hear from the cookie namer himself or herself. That's right, him or herself. I'm a feminist and I believe that women are just as much, if not more so, capable of bringing evil into this world. Until we hear from the cookie namer directly, all of this is just hearsay. And you ask any lawyer in a court of law, does hearsay get somebody convicted? No. No, it doesn't. It's nothing. You throw that out. The judge says, no thanks, doesn't apply, not relevant to the current case. So you say that it's hearsay, I say that it's hearsay. Well, here's what I say. It's hearsay. You fucked up on this one, Nabisco, and I know you thought you got away with it for a little while, but here comes this guy. The people of the Oreo review show, the fans, whatever they name themselves, I'm not sure. There's so many of them that I can't keep track. They're going to hold you accountable for this. We're not going to forget that you lied about this flavor, and the next time that you have a contest as such, we're going to remember, and we're going to put your little feet to the fire. So you know that you fucked up and you can't fuck up like this again. Say it with me, folks. The original Oreo mystery flavor was oatmeal and or Quaker Oats granola bar, and Nabisco is lying. Don't let them silence you. Don't let them stifle your voice. Write to your congressperson, write to your senator, write to the goddamn president of the United States, because he probably has a lot of opinions about snack foods. Also, just to reiterate, the mystery Oreo flavor, it tasted really fucking bad. So regardless of what they say it actually was supposed to taste like, don't buy that shit. The sooner it's off shelves, the better. If you've seen the light and you agree with me, then leave a comment down below with a show of support. If you disagree and you're a stupid sheep who's afraid to open their eyes and understand the reality of what's happening in our situation, then go back to your little matrix bubble and live your happy life the way you like it. But don't fucking talk to me about it. Like and subscribe if you liked, and subscribe and ring the bell. And don't forget, in 2020, I'm going to be launching an Oreo-themed gaming channel where I'm going to stream video games, so you absolutely want to keep in contact so you don't miss any of that. Guys, I hope you're having a good one, and I'm going to be coming back soon with some special more stuff that I do, where sometimes I actually eat cookies on this show and don't just spew truth that some of you can't handle. Bye. Oreo!
How's the cookie? You want to know? It's the Oreo review show.